Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's Knowledge webinar. What's new and exciting in BricsCAD 2024.2? There's a couple of new features that we're so excited to showcase today. And when I say we, I mean Julie, who's today's webinar presenter. So today, she will show the feature 2022.2. And I want to remind everybody that BricsCAD is a professional CAD product that doesn't force you to compromise. It's also a modern CAD product that offers all the familiar features that you would expect in a drawing-based CAD system with innovating tools that you simply won't find anywhere else. And see what we mean. Stick around and you'll be amazed. As I mentioned, today's webinar presenter, Julie Keverian, is a technical manager for Bricsys North America and has over 30 years in the architecture, construction, and CAD industry. In her current role, Julie provides pre- and post-sale presentations, training, and technical assistance. So she's the best person for this presentation, and you heard it from me, and I stick with my evaluation, the best. And this is where you can find BricsCAD products on our Knowledge catalog. Just go to knowledge.com and search for BricsCAD or Bricsys and check us out, because Knowledge is changing the way designers purchase 3D software, offering more choices, more freedom, best advice, and faster service. So, but enough about me. I'm gonna introduce you to Julie herself. Take it away, Julie. You'll see her shortly, and you see her screen.
Yes, you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Barbara. What a lovely introduction. And with that, let's go ahead and start what's new and exciting in BricsCAD Pro version 24.2. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off my camera. And now you should just see the presentation. So we'll go ahead and get started. Our agenda today will start with who is Bricsys and what is BricsCAD, and then we'll get into why we're here today, what's new and exciting in BricsCAD Pro version 24.2. Now, with Pro and this session, we are geared to the 2D drafting workspace. Oh, and I should mention that BricsCAD 24.2 was just released on Monday of this week, so it's just been shipped out. Now, if you have questions during this presentation, please type them in the chat area and we'll answer them towards the end of the presentation. And then after that, we'll finish up with a quick review of what was covered, and then Barbara will again give you some more information on how to contact Knowledge and all of that good things. So let's go ahead and get started. So who is Bricsys and what is BricsCAD? And more importantly, what does BricsCAD do differently or better than other CAD programs? Well, Bricsys is the company name and BricsCAD is the product. And Bricsys has been building professional design and engineering software for over 2 decades. We have a global customer base across Europe, the Americas, and Asia, and we are part of Hexagon AB. Now, Hexagon AB is a very large, publicly traded hardware and software technology group based in Stockholm, Sweden. And what is BricsCAD? Well, as Barbara said, it's a professional CAD program without compromise. What does that mean? Well, first of all, BricsCAD is a single platform for all of our different editions for 2D and 3D, and we are based on the native DWG file format. So it's an alternative to that other CAD program. And you can start in 2D, and if you want to move to 3D or when you need to move to 3D, you can do that within our single platform. And that means that there's less risk and fewer challenges when you go from 2D to 3D because of that single platform with a familiar UI. So it's easy to use and it's easy to learn. Existing customizations that you might have in that other software program usually easily migrate over to BricsCAD. This could be your list routines, it could be layers, it could be line types, it could be dimension styles. So all of that can come over. Now, what makes us different? Well, we still believe that the DWG platform is an extensible platform. What does that mean? Well, just like other companies, we've embraced areas of AI to increase your productivity, and we focused those tools on building AI and machine learning tools to automate a range of repetitive tasks. This takes those tedious, time-consuming tasks out of the workflow, and again, shortens your time to deliverable, which means increased productivity. And also, we have a very flexible licensing structure. We still offer network licenses and perpetual licenses in addition to subscription license options. So you can choose one or mix and match them to meet your needs. So that's a little bit about us. Who uses BricsCAD? Well, these are just a few of our customers and some of their thoughts on BricsCAD. So you can see that our customers are both large and small companies in pretty much any industry, whether it's engineering, construction, design, manufacturing, architecture, and every other thing that needs to be designed and built. As I mentioned earlier, we have multiple editions of BricsCAD, 5 to be exact. We have our BricsCAD Lite, which is strictly 2D work, and then BricsCAD Pro, which has everything that's included in Lite, plus the addition of 3D functionalities, and the Pro edition includes our Civil Survey Toolkit. We also have a BIM product and a mechanical product. And if you want everything, you can buy any of these editions, and if you want everything, we call that Ultimate. Now, as I said, today's webinar is focused on BricsCAD Pro and specifically 2D. BricsCAD Pro 24.2 is focused on continuing to improve that really important 2D drawing creation workflow. DWG compatibility is one of the foundations of this, and that means always striving to have better and faster DWG load performance within BricsCAD. Now, BricsCAD 24.2 is slightly different from our other 0.2 releases, and typically our 0.2 releases are considered maintenance releases, meaning that some of the things that we put in there might be bug fixes or feature enhancements of something that was recently introduced, and we continue to build that tool. Traditionally, there are no new features that are delivered in the maintenance release, those 0.2 releases. And this is what's different with 24.2, because we have included some new features. So this now is a list of just some of the new and improved tools in BricsCAD Pro 24.2. The items in blue are actually the items that I'm going to show you today. Also, as we mentioned, the civil and survey tools are part of BricsCAD Pro. Now, I'm not showing any of those today, but I did want to mention a couple of things that are new and a couple of things that have been enhanced. On the new side, we've added the ability to edit the format of fields within an existing GIS layout. And BricsCAD now supports the geodatabase format for importing GIS data, further enhancing the capabilities in handling general geospatial information. On the enhancement side, we've been working on the user interface to add new dialog boxes for things like new point groups and editing tin surfaces, making them easier to learn and faster to use. With that introduction, I am delighted to share some of these improvements with you. So let's dive in and take a look at, again, just some of the improvements, starting with what we call the new updated start page. Now, you may remember we introduced the new start page in 24.1. So let's take a look. First of all, you're going to notice some changes right away. We've said goodbye to the ribbon and welcomed the information panel on the right side. So finding information about BricsCAD is a breeze, starting right at the top. You'll see your license level, your version details, and access to the license manager, all right there. Do you want some tips for commands? Well, you'll see direct links there to the help site. Different commands will be highlighted, and so it'll expose you to some new things maybe. Determining if your BricsCAD version is up to date has also never been simpler. And we've got some single clicks that will take you to various resource links, things like the Help Center or to Bricsys support and more. Also, you can select your favorite workspace before even opening a drawing. And we've made it easy to locate drawings from the list of your recent files with a search bar. We've taken our learning materials and they're now conveniently consolidated on the Learn tab. So you have access to the hands-on tutorials, free online lessons, and sample drawings. All of the tweaks to the start page are designed to streamline your workflow and enhance your productivity. These three tools all play together well, starting with improvements to find outliers, drawing health, and the new nested purge. So BricsCAD provides an intelligent and easy way to find and deal with those entities that somehow mysteriously find their way to the outer edges of our drawings with Find Outliers. Now, Find Outliers is not new to this release, but the functionality and usability of the command has been greatly enhanced. First, we introduce an explicit 2D mode so that when activated, the command mode simplifies the valid drawing area to simply a 2D rectangle instead of a 3D box. In other words, you can draw that rectangle in 2 clicks. Also, notice that the widgets are now dynamic clusters that adjust to the zoom level. And we've added some icons. You're going to see when we go to the next area here, we don't see anything because we have new icons to show when an entity is on a hidden layer, a frozen layer, or the layer is turned off. And when you try to delete those items, for example, you'll see a message that tells you that it's been on a frozen layer or turned off, etc. Decide what you want to do with those outliers, move them to valid areas, simply move them or delete them. And then when you're finished inspecting all the outliers, you can choose to simply finish, as we've done in the past, or finish and then reset the drawing to the original view that you started with. So with BricsCAD, it's even easier to manage those drawing bits in the far reaches of your drawing universe. We've also added the Purge Nested Items option to the Purge command. Now, this nifty addition eliminates the need for running Purge multiple times. And that means you can purge more entities in less time, streamlining your cleanup process. Now, of course, you still control whether or not to purge those nested items. For those drawing health fans out there, you might be wondering if the nested purge option is available in drawing health routines. I'm happy to say that yes, it is. And it works just the same way in drawing health as it does a standalone command. And I should mention that the Find Outliers is also available in drawing health routines. Now, did you notice that the simulation mode in drawing health went missing a while back? Well, I'm also happy to say that it is back. So you can toggle the interactive mode off to do your simulation mode so you can see what that routine is going to do before it actually does it. Okay, these are what I call some heavy hitters. We've got PMP file support for custom paper size management and some improved tools around formulas and tables and sheet set manager. Many of you, our BricsCAD users, have told us that you use tables that contain formulas in BricsCAD. So the Bricsys team's been hard at work refining table functionality. Now, you may already be familiar with using the bottom right grip to copy a formula from one cell to another cell, or even to multiple cells. But now formulas can also be copied using the right-click copy and paste menu. And this just offers enhanced flexibility and convenience for you when working with formulas in tables. BricsCAD now helps you manage custom paper sizes with full support of PMP files when printing to either physical paper or virtual paper. Documentation workflows have also been improved by the PMP files. Those are plot model parameters, and these enable the use of custom paper sizes. You can either navigate to and attach an existing PMP file that might already be in use within your organization, or you can create and add a new custom size by giving it a name, changing the paper size and the margins as necessary. So maintaining consistency through predefined paper sizes means better quality drawings, whether they're on real paper or virtual paper. Now for the Sheet Set Manager. We've made some big improvements here as well. So let's open a DST file and take a look. Now the preview function is much faster, which allows you to quickly glimpse the contents of a sheet without having to open the sheet. And furthermore, we've introduced the option to toggle that preview off when you don't need it. Sorry about that. Let's continue. All right, so let's open a DST file and have a look. The preview function is much faster, allowing you to quickly glimpse the contents of a sheet without actually opening the sheet. And we've introduced the option to toggle the preview off when it's not needed. The workflow has been really improved so that it's easier to add items such as label and call out blocks. Simply navigate to the blocks you want to use and choose to use the entire drawing or the blocks within that drawing. And it's also quicker and easier to add new sheets based on existing drawings. Now here we select a drawing and then select from the individual sheets within that drawing. And now here's the sheet in the sheet list ready to be used. Saved models. Model views can also be added and will be shown in the model view of the Sheet Set Manager. Now these are visible in the model, but are not yet part of the sheet list. However, you simply drag and drop them onto the new layout, each with their own display property and scaling. Click on the sheet list and you'll see all the new layouts added. Now, another way we've streamlined this is by enabling viewports to be deleted and having them automatically removed from the sheet list. And to finish up, we'll take a look at some dynamic blocks and the ability to convert them and some color map point cloud improvements. So let's start by talking about dynamic blocks. And there are several dynamic blocks in this drawing. So let's take a look at them first. And you may know that parametric operations are BricsCAD's alternative to dynamic block actions. Those have undergone some substantial enhancements. This includes better grip behavior with those dynamic blocks. And in addition to refining the parametric operations themselves, the block convert tool has been significantly enhanced. And this upgrade means that we can convert a broader range of dynamic blocks to their parametric counterparts. And you'll see here the user interface of the block convert tool has also been improved with warning messages displayed there on the right in red. And when new parametric block definitions are exported using block convert, the library panel is automatically updated. Now, if the export path is located within the library paths, these newly converted parametric blocks are seamlessly integrated into the library panel. This guarantees that those newly converted blocks are immediately accessible to you, thereby enhancing efficiency and workflow continuity. Now you'll notice that we're seeing the same visibility states and parameters in these new parametric blocks that we saw in the old D blocks, and now they're controlled from the properties panel. And finally, let's take a quick look at point clouds and specifically color mapping. We've dramatically improved the display performance of color map point clouds. Changing between color schemes is much faster, especially when the auto apply option is checked. And you'll find that auto apply down at the bottom left of the command panel. This better display performance and memory usage means fantastic time savings for you. And another enhancement is the ability to adjust the transparency of point clouds using the transparency setting in Properties panel, just like we use it with other entities. Barbara, do we have any questions?
Not yet.
Okay.
I think everything was explained
All
clearly.
right, let me do a quick wrap up and we'll turn
Yeah.
it back over to you in just a minute.
Wonderful.
So once again, we've covered quite a bit of information. As a short recap of the BricsCAD Pro tools, we saw improvements to the recently introduced start page with the introduction of the information panel and consolidation of learning tools on the learning tab, among other things. Find Outliers now includes a 2D mode, making it easier to select the valid drawing area. Nested Purge was added to the Purge tool, and Simulation Mode was added back into Drawing Health. And remember, both Find Outliers and Nested Purge can be used within Drawing Health routines. We've made it easier to copy formulas and tables, and you can now control custom paper sizes with the plot model parameters, or those PMP files. Sheet Set Manager, we've added functionality with the addition of model views, improved Sheet Set Manager, performance syncing, and grip behaviors on blocks is greatly improved, which expands the range of those dynamic blocks that can be converted to their parametric counterparts. And when using Block Convert with the proper setup, those newly converted blocks are seamlessly integrated into the library panel. And we saw improved display performance with color mapped point clouds. Now, again, this is just a partial list of the new and improved tools in BricsCAD Pro 24.2. And with that, I want to thank you all for attending. And at this point, I'll turn it back over to Barbara.
Thank you so much, Julie. That was quite a few improvements that we saw today, and thank you for your commitment to really excellence at this point, and for listening to the feedbacks that you constantly must get. This was quite exciting. I want to urge everybody to check out BricsCAD Pro and the entire Bricsys line on our catalog, novage.com. Check us out, and of course you should know that we're always available to talk to you if you have questions about not just the technical feature, but also the licensing and prices and everything. We can clarify everything person to person. So our phone number is on every page on our website. It's not hard to find us. Thanks again for joining us today. And thank you again, Julie. Looking forward to more new feature, more new version, and I know
Yes.
you're constantly working and striving to provide that. Have a great rest of the day, everybody. Bye-bye.